All right, this video is for worksheet 4-3, and in this one we're going to do some Pythagorean theorem word problems. So the first one, the length of a diagonal of a rectangular flag. So we have a rectangular flag, and we make a diagonal. Okay, and because that's a bisecting diagonal and it's a rectangle, we know we have some Pythagorean theorem relationships going on. And we know that the length of the diagonal is 32 inches, and the flag has a length of 8 of x inches and a width of 19. All right, so we're missing B. Okay, that could be A as well, either one. I'm going to make it B. If you make it A, you're going to get the same answer as me. All right, so A squared is 19. All right, so let's do some math. So 19 squared, feel free to use your calculator. We usually don't have above 15 memorized, but if you have them memorized, that is pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, and I'm going to show you another way in the second one that you could do that. I don't know if it makes it too much faster, but fast enough that I tend to do it that way. But what we should get down to is b squared equals 660. Remember, the opposite operation of a square is a square root, so we got to square root that answer in order to find the last bit of the answer. Okay. And hold on, I think I have an exact number button. No, okay, must be the other calculator. And if you give it as a decimal answer, so those cancel out, leaving me just with B. If you give it as a decimal answer, it's going to be 25.69. And if you decided that you wanted to figure out that one as an exact number, that's totally fine. I said you could do it either way. That's going to be 100 times, is it 100 times 66? Nope, sorry. I was thinking of one more zero in that number. But we can do 10. 66 times 10 is what I should have been thinking about. That's 2 and 5. This is 6 and 11. And 2 and 3. So all I got is this 2. So if I wrote this as an exact, all I could take out is a 2, and that's going to give me 55 times 3, 165 on the inside. All right, a square park has a side length of 880 feet. You walk home from corner to corner of the park to the opposite corner. What's the length of X? So in this one, I know the two legs of the park, because if it's a square, all the legs are 800 feet. All right, so I'm going to do my a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and I'm missing c squared this time. So my variables are on the same side, and they're also the same. So I could even add those exponents up and make it 800 to the fourth, just to save me a little bit of time. Or wait a minute, no, you can't do that. For some, oh goodness, I'm having a day. I was thinking about multiplying. Multiplying, you add them. When you do it this way, it'd be 1600 squared, but let's just do 800 squared because I don't know that we've learned that yet. Ooh, I might want to write this one in scientific notation. So it's going to be the same for both. And I don't know what c squared is. Okay, but I know that I'm going to have to square root this. So I'm going to go ahead and square root both sides now before I do that addition. Doesn't really matter, but it gets it out of the way. Now I can just type all of this into my calculator. And I'm going to write down the number before because I want to find the exact number as well. So as an approximate answer, we have 1,131.37. Now, if I wanted to give an exact answer, 1, 2, 3, 4, I could break this down. Obviously, I have 1,000 being multiplied into it. So 1,000, that's 3 zeros. I can even go to 10,000. 10,000 and 128. 128 can be broken down into 2 and 64. And then I can break that down into 8 times 8. I know this is a perfect square, so I'm actually not going to break it down. I'm just going to circle it. All right, this can be broken down into a few things. 100, see, 100 times 100. Okay. All right, so 100 times 100, this is a perfect square, this is a perfect square. So I'm going to stop it there because I know they're perfect squares, or they're perfect square roots. So I have 64 that's going to come out as an 8 times 100, which will come out as a 10 times 100, that will come out as another 10. And underneath the square root, all I'm going to have is a 2. 800 square root 2. Either of these answers are correct for C. All right, a ladder is leaning against the side of a house. And the base of the ladder is 5 feet away from the house. And the top of the ladder is 16 feet above the ground. Oh, above the top of the ladder is 16 feet above the ground. Sorry, that's this measurement. And I don't know this side. So again, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. 5 squared plus 16 squared equals x squared. That's 25 plus, and 16 squared, let me think, is it 280, 256. 286, I think, is 17. Maybe it's 289. All right. Now I'm going to quickly just square root so I can put it in my calculator real quick. And I'm going to get 281 under the square root, which is a little bit more than 16. Actually, it's very close to 17. All right, now I got to do the, this one's going to be hard to break down. So 9, 10, 11, it's not divisible by 9. It's not divisible by 7 or 3. It's not divisible by any even numbers. Oh, goodness me. Can't put 5 in it or 6 in it. Wow. I think that's it. I don't think I can do any more with it. So this or this is the answer. All right, the ramp to a lifeguard tower is 14 feet in length. Okay. And the base of the ramp is 10 feet from the lifeguard tower. So this is 10 feet. What is the length of X? All right, so in this one, I'm missing my A, but I have my B, and I have my C. All right, so I need to bring this 100 to the other side. A squared is going to equal 96. Square root both sides. The square root of 96, that's not a perfect square root. I can do an exact answer. It's really close to 10, which makes sense. Approximate, wherever you round is fine with me. All right, so I know that there is a 3 in here. So if I'm going to give an exact answer, I'm going to start with 3. Okay, that is going to be 4 times 8. 4 is perfect. 2 times 4. 4 is perfect. So I have the square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Underneath I have 3 times 2, which makes it 4 root 6. All right. A sail has a shape of a triangle. The side lengths are, oh, it gives us all of them. 146, which is the longest, so it goes here. We'll put 131 down here and 84 here, and it wants to know if this is right. All right. So 84 squared plus 131 squared is going to equal 24,217, and 146 squared is going to be, no, it's not a right triangle. A football field is a rectangle with a length of 360 and a width of 160. What is the length of the diagonal from corner to corner? So 160 squared plus 360 squared equals x squared. All right, and this side, on the left side, we're going to get 155,200 equals x squared, square root both sides. And we get 393.95 approximately. All right, so let me go ahead and figure out, so much fun. It really is, though. The exact answer. Notes times 100. 100's a perfect. I know I got 2 going on here. 2 again. No, 3. So 3, and then drops it on the 8. 8. 194. I'm just going to keep doing 2's. Why not, right? Wow, I don't know if 97 is divisible by anything. No, I don't see anything. So that's it on that. So I have 2 2's and 2 2's. So I know I can take out a 10 for the 100, a 2 for 2 of the 2's, a 2 for 2 of the 2's, and I'm going to have a root 97. All right, that's going to be 20, 40, radical 97. So if you wanted to leave it as a exact, there you go. All right, so keep working on these until you feel like you've got it, and I'll see you in class.